Welcome to our end of week news bulletin. I am Koplo Kibwanga Ferdinand. The KDF Weekly Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. Before going into details, let's have a look at the highlights. Ministry of Defense welcomes a new Principal Secretary. KDF troops in DRC continue with peace operations. ATMIS honor gallant soldiers. Aviation Center of Excellence awards graduates. And lastly, Kenya enhances defense relations. And in sports, Ulinzi Stars Football Club bounces back. Honorable Patrick Mariru is the new Principal Secretary for the Ministry of Defense. Speaking during the dining in and dining out ceremony, Honorable Mariru appreciated the outgoing Principal Secretary, Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed, for his support and contribution to the ministry's milestone. On the other hand, Dr. Mohammed expressed his sincere appreciation in both the military and civilian leadership at the Ministry of Defense, who exhibited great work ethics and offered him immense support for the more than 3 years that he served at the ministry.
Honorable Patrick Mariru, who takes over from Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed, voiced his gratitude for the opportunity to serve the nation and promised to work together with both the military personnel and the civilian staff in implementing the Ministry of Defense mandate.
I am very happy and privileged to have joined this family in this way. And I will define, and actually not define, but focus on that North Star, the soldier. The soldier is my North Star, has been your North Star, because it is that soldier eventually. Why I sit in that seat is that soldier, and by extension our country.
I acknowledge the immense support you accorded me, making it possible to deliver on a mandate in a timely, effective manner.
Moving on to DRC, the Kenya Defence Forces troops serving under East Africa Community Regional Force have continued to provide sustainable peace in the region through collective responsibility. The liaison and ease of passage of logistics through the member states is most significant in the delivery of the East Africa Community Regional Force mandate in Democratic Republic of Congo. It also adds to the East Africa Community milestones in the participation by all member states to provide sustainable peace in the region. The cooperation with all other East Africa Community member states forces continue to ensure that peace and stability in the troubled part of Congo is achievable. The East Africa Community Regional Force remains committed to supporting armed forces of Democratic Republic of Congo in protection of civilians, thus creating a conducive environment for socio-economic development. In other stories, the Kenya Defence Forces troops operating in Somalia under Africa Transition Mission in Somalia were awarded Africa Union Medals of Honor for their contributions to peace and stability in Somalia at Dobli. During the event, Commander Sector 2, Brigadier Jatani Gula, commended the contingent for executing their duties with courage and professionalism amidst difficult conditions and for piloting various community initiatives to benefit the locals.
Brigadier Gula commended the troops for carrying out their tasks that have assisted in degrading the threat posed by Al-Shabaab. He noted that the awards honored selfless service and a job well done.
Commander Kenya Air Force Major General John Omenda presided over the Aviation Center of Excellence Beginners Course and the Qualified Flying Instructors Course graduation ceremony at Laikipia Air Base in Nanyuki. This was a historic moment for Kenya Air Force and the inaugural pilot training course graduates who represented the first class to graduate since commissioning of the facility mid this year. The newly qualified pilots were awarded pilot brevets by the commander, while some of the graduates who excelled in various fields were presented with prestigious certificates of merit.
Major General Omenda, while giving his remarks, congratulated the graduates for their achievement. He urged them to keep seeking knowledge not just in flying, but also in other fields. The Aviation Center of Excellence course training includes, among other priority areas, a ground school training, Morse code and para-training conducted at special operations before the student commenced the flying phase.
Moving on, Director International Peace Support Training Center, Brigadier Joyce CTNA, completed a 5-day working visit to Tokyo, Japan. During the visit, the director interacted with representatives from the Ministry of Defense Joint Staff College, the Secretariat of International Peace Cooperation Headquarters, as well as the International Peace Security Cooperation Division Foreign Policy, where matters of mutual interest were discussed. The director's visit culminated with a presentation at the World Assembly for Women 2022, where she highlighted the importance of women's participation in peace and security.
Japan has been a key partner since the establishment of the center in 2009, a partnership that has transformed the International Peace Support Training Center to a prominent peace support operation training institution in the African continent. International Peace Support Training Center prides itself with the provision of strategic and operational level decision-making and leadership training aimed at enhancing planning and management of multidimensional peace operations.
On matters welfare, members of the Military Wives Association of Kenya conducted a sensitization seminar to senior officers and warrant officers from Defense Headquarters, Nairobi, ahead of the intended roll-down of membership. The forum was preceded by fora in other regions meant to share the vision of the association as well as collect views on how to enhance their services.
MWAC chairlady, Mrs. Tabitha Kibochi, said that she was happy with the milestone the association was making, adding that she intends to leave a mark in the military families by improving their welfare and well-being for the serving, retired, widowed and orphan families, and she anticipates to enlist more members into the association to make Kenya Defence Forces one big happy family.
Our vision is to promote the well-being of our KDF families, those serving, the retired, widows and orphans. We are therefore a support system, and we hope to be a strong support system.
Later in the week, MWAC held a team-building exercise at Karura Forest in line with the thematic pillar of recreation and well-being. The exercise that involved a 15-kilometer walk was aimed at enhancing the physical health of members as they prepare to break for the December festivities.
In 3, in.
Away from that, His Excellency Mr. Peter Madden, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Belgium to Kenya, Mr. Sabute Yuskel, Ambassador of Turkey to Kenya, and His Excellency Geronimo Chivavi, Mozambique's High Commissioner to Kenya, paid courtesy calls to Cabinet Secretary for Defense, Honorable Aden Duale, at Defense Headquarters in Nairobi. The leaders held discussions on various areas of mutual interests, including defense cooperation, defense engagements, and other areas aimed at strengthening military relations between the countries. Brigadier David Chesire, Commander 8th Mechanized Infantry Brigade, and the commanding officer for the 5th Kenya Rifles Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Japheth Mulwa, led service personnel in planting over 1,000 trees in Gilgil, Nakuru County. This is in line with the Environmental Soldier Program, a Kenya Defence Forces initiative of securing the environment and in support of President Ruto's plan of planting 15 billion trees in the next 10 years to combat the effects of climate change.
Brigadier Chesire urged the service personnel to replicate the efforts outside military cantonment and their homes in order to help achieve the government objective faster, stating that tree growing will help the country in actualizing its environmental sustainability goals.
Now, the Ministry of Defense wishes to notify members of the public that it has not issued tenders you are seeing on your screens. These are fake. In addition, the Defense Forces Canteen Organization is not hiring employees at the moment. We urge the members of the public to always verify information on tenders and recruitment advertisements by the Ministry of Defense on our website www.mod.go.ke or social media sites as shown on the scroll below. Further, as it is customary of the Ministry of Defense, the members of the public will be notified when tenders or employment opportunities arise. And now in sports, Ulinzi Stars Football Club displayed a thrilling performance after beating Posta Rangers 1-0 at the Ulinzi Sports Complex Langata over the weekend. Hilary Sibiyu netted the solitary goal of the match at the 35th minute, giving glory to the team. Earlier in the day at the ultra-modern sports complex, Kakamega Homeboys Football Club had beaten Kenya Police Football Club 1-0. Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback and your viewership next Friday for the KDF Weekly News Bulletin. My name is Koplo Kibwanga Ferdinand. Goodbye.